What's up, guys? November 4th here, and this week we're going to talk about building your experience. So build your arsenal experience. Now, this actually started for me a long time ago, literally since the beginning. The moment you first design your first ever bucket list is the beginning of your experience project. It's all the things that you really want to do. But unfortunately, a lot of times when you first design your bucket list, that idea of what you want to experience is actually quite small. As you get older, you realize that there's a whole other world out there. There's whole other places to go. There's whole other things to do, food to try, do all of that stuff. And with age and experience, more and more of our ideas and beliefs and attitudes about life begin to change. But for young people, we started this project 2 years ago in my own life. I started a club called the Experience Project, which gave my students an opportunity to be a part of a club that basically financed trips for free. So let me give you an example of one. So for the cost of $1, we raised money using the tax credit system in Arizona so that students could go to the Grand Canyon. We drove at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, all the way up to the Grand Canyon, got there around 8 a.m. Then we went on a hike, which was about 3 miles long. Some of us went a little bit shorter, some of us a little bit longer. We had teachers along the way kind of guiding and stopping at different points, making sure the students were all safe. And then there was me going all the way down to the bottom and all the way back up, leaving no child behind. No child was allowed to be behind me once we started our journey back up. But the most amazing thing about that experience was the amount of kids who had never been there. The amount of kids who have lived in Arizona their entire life and have never ventured to probably one of the most scenic destinations in the state of Arizona. The opportunity to go, which cost them or their family $1, was an incredible experience for me to be a part of for their story, as well as their story becoming a part of mine. We took over 60 kids to the Grand Canyon. You'll see that photo right there. And it was amazing what happened along the way. Students were not told anything of what to do except for, hey, I want you to go on this hike. You can go as far or as short as you actually want. And I didn't say who you needed to hang out with. Some of them went with friends. Some of them were there completely by themselves. But every single student, when I say every single student, I mean every single student met somebody, talked with somebody, and had a new relationship with somebody by the end of that hike. Every single one. There wasn't one person that didn't get to know. And I'm going to show you some of the other pictures where you can actually look down and see, like, this is none of our doing. Like, kids who didn't know each other are like grouping up together for photos over the Grand Canyon and pulling people in and having conversations and doing small group photos over here, large group photos over here. It was amazing to see. And it just shows the beauty of the human spirit when we're engaging with something for the very first time. And I was so impressed by the students. I was so impressed by the willingness to engage with people. And I'm hoping that this is actually one of their fondest memories of high school. I was so blessed to be a part of it. I was so encouraged by their behavior that it has actually been a driving force for me. It's always been about travel. And now I'm getting the opportunity to go by myself. It's the scariest thing I've ever done because for me, I've always had this idea that I had to travel with somebody else, but now I'm going to travel completely by myself. And as a result of that, I'm going to be meeting a lot of people along the way. So what I encouraged high school students to do 2 years ago, I'm asking of myself. And the more that I'm looking forward to this trip, the more I think some amazing experiences are going to happen. And so every single travel video that you guys are going to see is going to be attached with stories that are all fueled from this singular idea, is that our lives need to have various experiences, that we can't just get stuck with one, that when our negative ideas are based around one experience, that's not the whole world. The more experiences we have, the more we're able to realize that there are more things, more capabilities within ourselves to solve life, to solve problems, to solve our depression, to solve our anxiety, that it's not just one thing. While certain things can help us along the way, those things do fade. But the more experience we have, the more we're engaging with exercise, the more we're engaging with healthy nutrition, the more we're challenging our mindsets, our beliefs, our ideas, the more we're diving deep into our faith, the more experiences we're having again and again and again with new and different things, the better off our anxiety and our depression are going to be. So that's the beginning of this. It's November 4th now. On the 6th, I begin this wonderful little journey, and I hope you guys are tuned in for it because I'm excited to share what I'm learning, what I'm going through, what I'm being challenged with. And so this is the beginning of this year's experience project, and it's going to flow all the way through to next year as well. But if there's anything else that you guys want me to be talking about, to be sharing my experience with you guys, please comment below. I'd love to give you guys advice or send a direct message to me. Either way is fine, or you can find me on Instagram, CJBarden3. Shoot me a DM. A lot of people have been doing that as well. And so I'm excited to share these next few adventures and experiences with you guys. Love you guys. I hope your week is going great. And as always, love you.